The only sound coming from the shadowy darkness was a slight rattle mixed into the music of a gentle mist. Seconds later, when the last letter emerged, I leaned back and looked at what I did. I knew I just created a monster, and I called him Ollie. Mom was the only person who ever called me Ollie, and she only used it when she was pissed. I guess that's why my subconscious decided to write that name. If you were to see my tag around town, you might have a hard time making out the name Ollie. I start with a big letter O, then paint 4 quick vertical lines to the right. I enclose the 4 straight lines with horizontal borders on the top and bottom and run them a little longer to create the look of a letter E. It's kind of boxy, but I'm very symmetrical. They call me Big O around town, and some people even think I'm some sort of social activist because I like to hit up drugstores and liquor stores. It started by just tagging a few places where I knew I couldn't get caught, but it wasn't enough. When I let him out, I had no control. He scares me a little, so I only let him out when I desperately need a release. At this point, I have no idea what he's going to bomb. When he hits the streets, it's like nothing else matters but letting the world know he's king. Last month, he threw his tag in 1,000 spots around my neighborhood and downtown. He's respectful to the unwritten rules, but he's relentless when it comes to getting his name. I know it sounds pretty crazy talking like Oliver is another person, but it's the only way I can rationalize what I'm about to do. We are the same person on the outside, but in my delusional mind, we are 2 different people. If Mom could see the damage I've caused, she would be mortified. If I had to put together an estimate, I'd probably cost the city over $100,000 in graffiti removal this year. It might be more than that, but I have no idea how much that shit costs. Between city workers and other artists continually going over my stuff, most of my tags have vanished. It's probably the reason why Ollie has decided to up the ante and find remote places he would need a death wish to try to buff. I go to watch his back, but lately it's like he wants to kill himself. The places we go are just crazy. Heaven spots, he calls them. Places like bridges, high-rise buildings, billboards, and recently he's been tagging highway signs. It would be insane to try to go over his new shit. I've started to sketch some cool pieces for him, but he's only interested in upping his tags. Securing my bag of ammunition, I grab the car keys from the kitchen counter. I'm not sure my exact destination, but my soldiers are ready to hit the streets. You won't hear them coming in the still of the night, but you will see them in the fields of battle and by sunrise. Most nights I travel on foot, but tonight I feel the need to take the wheel. An old gray 2004 Subaru Outback sits in the driveway, and my lack of a driver's license won't deter my ambitions of spreading my name.